This is Charlie Kao with Travel Mall TV at the Caribbean Marketplace in Montego Bay, Jamaica, with Avion Hercules, who is the marketing manager for the Trinidad Tobago Tourism Board. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What lovely images you have around your booth here for Trinidad Tobago.
You're welcome.
Tell our audience, predominantly in Europe and USA, what's been the product development of your offerings last year and plans you have for this year?
In terms of product development?
Yes.
What we've been doing is we've been taking an assessment of our product. We recognize that Tobago we're positioning Tobago as the leading destination in the region for romance and for leisure. And even for sport tourism. So we've been taking an assessment of our product, and a number of the hoteliers have been improving and they've been renovating and you know, making improvements to the hotel plant. We've also been taking a look at our sites and attractions, because you know that those are some of the things that make up the tourism product itself. Taking a look at our sites and attractions and see how best we could add value to the visitor experience.
And what has that study or survey indicated that you need to do further?
There are some areas that we could improve on. I know right now there are plans on the way to improve the Fort King George visitor attraction facility. What we're trying to do is add sitting amenities to there, add a restaurant, add areas for a craft shop. There's currently a museum there. I know there are discussions to having the museum open on the weekends to be more accessible to visitors. We're looking to even charge a small fee for use of the area. Persons are able to book that space to host weddings and so on. So we're looking at that, and then we're also looking at the Pigeon Point Heritage Park that has been undergoing some renovations and some new developments there. We're building a tiki hut to host some small meetings and so on. It's a fantastic place to hold weddings as well. So we're widening the entrance so that it's easier for vehicles to get into and out of this space. You know, Pigeon Point has been rated as the best all-day-long beach in the world by Islands magazines.
Wow.
Just last week we were told that one of the leading newspaper in Sweden had indicated that Pigeon Point Heritage Park was the best beach in the world. So we're looking at it, and new developments are happening. There's a new resort development on the way at Indigo Bay, a 79-room all-suite resort. That's
the Indigo brand.
At Indigo Bay.
Or Indigo Bay, sorry.
At Indigo Bay in Tobago. 79 rooms, all-suite, that new resort development that is due to come on stream. It should start within the next 12 to 14 months. So we've got some new things happening, and at the same time we're open for business. We're also looking for investors interested in doing resort development and marina development and so on. So just come and talk with us.
Yeah. You know, somebody told me yesterday that your carnival is better than Rio's.
It is. And the thing is,
and this person was not from Trinidad.
Well, that's good. The thing is, we've got there's a Trinidad Carnival, which is dubbed the greatest show on earth. And then in Tobago, we've got our own particular brand of carnival. It's called Bago Carnival. And it features a lot of traditional characters, the minstrels, the Dame Lorraines, you know, the sailor mask and so on. It is smaller than the Trinidad Carnival, but it lends a greater degree of intimacy. Persons can participate and so on. And what better backdrop could a carnival be held, right?
Really? Now, which months are these?
Carnival takes place just before Lent. So it's the Monday and Tuesday before Ash Wednesday, right? So whenever around the calendar, this year in 2014, it takes place on the 4th and 5th of March, Monday and Tuesday.
Nature is a big draw.
Yes.
Right. What kind of visitors come to your country to visit nature, and where do they stay? Are they Are they? I guess you got from backpackers to people who stay at hotels and make day trips.
There aren't that many backpackers, to be honest. We've got a lot of persons coming in to do bird watching. Nature is one of our strongest assets, actually. We've got this rainforest, this magnificent piece of rainforest that runs throughout 2/3 of the island in Tobago. And it is called the Main Ridge Forest Reserve. It has been protected since 1765. That means nobody can build in this rainforest.
You mean there's actually a real rainforest that hasn't been raped since untouched since 1700s?
It's a prime source of our watershed, right? In Tobago, we have no shortage of water, right? And so we recognize that the rainforest is very, very important to our whole ecology. It really balances us. We've got more than 200 species of birds living in Tobago, and a lot of them are in the rainforest. You'd find birds that you're not able to find in Trinidad, like the blue-back manakin, right? And you've got the blue-crowned motmot. We've also got 123 species of butterflies, including a very rare blue emperor butterfly. And then you've got a whole plethora of other animals, other mammals, and you've got wonderful species of ferns and all sorts of fantastic flora.
Sounds like you've spent time there.
We have, absolutely. I've had to traverse the rainforest a couple of times. A number of trails that you can go, hiking trails, easy, intermediate, even difficult trails, and cool waterfalls along the trails that you could just relax.
Wonderful. So sports. What are you doing? You mentioned sports as one of the products, attractions.
It is one of our focus in terms of marketing. We've got our fantastic, the most recognizable smile in the world is our global ambassador, Dwight York. He used to play for Manchester United and Aston Villa and Sunderland and so on. So he's one of our global brand ambassadors, especially in the area of sport. And what we're doing is looking to invite colleges and universities, those players who want to come look for a winter escape, come down to Tobago and do your off-season training in Tobago. We have the facilities there. They can actually, if you have a soccer team or football team, tennis team or whatever, you can come down and participate at the Dwight York Stadium. And
it's named after him.
Yeah, and this year there are programs that we're putting in place to stay and play with Dwight. So you can stay and play with Dwight in the marketplace and stay and play with Dwight in Tobago. There's also Dwight hosts an invitational golf tournament, and this year it's supposed to be it's set for the 7th to the 10th of August. Right, and he's going to bring all his celebrity friends. The last time we held the golf tournament, he had Teddy Sheringham and Andy Cole and all these fantastic guys that he would have played in. So there are lots of opportunities, lots of avenues, lots of things.
What's air service from UK like?
We've got weekly flights. We've got, of course, the British Airways. It flies weekly. We've got the Virgin service.
Okay.
And then we've also got the Monarch service.
Wow.
Coming in on a Wednesday. So, I mean, there's connectivity.
No problem.
And then you can also come through via Port of Spain and Caribbean Airlines, and British Airways also flies into Port of Spain from the UK. And you can connect to Tobago. It's very easy. You can do a cruise. There's a catamaran cruise. You can cruise over. It's only 2.5 hours by ferry out of Port of Spain. And you can also do a 20-minute flight to Tobago. In the high season, there are as many as 22 flights per day.
Wow. And from the U.S.?
And from the U.S., we've got direct airlift with Caribbean Airlines into Tobago. It flies every Sunday. But there's also, you can fly via Port of Spain. You've got the JetBlue is coming in. And then you've got United / American. And then the Caribbean Airlines as well coming in. So there's loads of connectivity, and trust me, it's worth it.
Last point. Somebody was trying to study up a little bit on Trinidad, especially, and spoke to somebody who's happened to live there, and he told me he lived by the port of Spain, by the docks. No, it's not called the docks. It's called Yard, but by the water there.
The waterfront.
Waterfront. He said
In the west.
there was nothing like at night. You go. He says no. There's no fancy restaurants or things. People are out on the outside, entertaining themselves, grabbing a bite to eat here and there, grabbing a drink, and he says, friendliest, most fun atmosphere. Yeah.
Oh yeah. In Trinidad and Tobago, we love life. Our citizens, we're so full of life. We celebrate everything. You know, we actually invented a word for enjoying oneself. It's called liming. So when you lime, you hang out and you enjoy yourself with friends, right? And you know, it's really the place to be. Trinidad and Tobago is such a diverse place. We're an eclectic bunch. We've got a whole potpourri of cultures and festivals and events and everything. We celebrate everything through our food, our music, the way we dance, the way we speak, that the rhythm in our voice, the rhythm in the way we move and so on. So I mean, I can imagine what your friend said, and he's absolutely right.
The food is great.
From the colors of the rainforest that you'd find there, to the colors of the ocean in Tobago, to the colors that you'd find in the Nylon Pool, to the colors you'd find at the largest brain coral in the world, located in Speyside, diving, to the colors of the fish, to the colors of the people in Trinidad and Tobago, to the colors of the rhythm you find in the music. We are fun-loving, and we invite everybody to come down to meet with us.
To the colors and rhythm of Avion from the Trinidad Tobago tourist. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. It's really a pleasure meeting you, and I hope one day you'd find yourself in Trinidad.
I need to check it out. Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Cheers.